what has happened over the last 14 years since Benedict XVI was forced to resign the papacy and abdicated the chair of St. Peter. As you know, you can fact check it. Lightning struck the dome of St. Peter's twice that ominous night. I thought it was only one, which I thought was bad enough. I thought, is God trying to tell us something? Could that be merely an accident? I'm looking at the picture, a picture's worth 1,000 words, and I'm thinking, oh God, if this is you, what are you telling us? Well, then it comes out, it happened twice. And there has to be clouds. It was a cloudless night that night in Rome. There's no cloud within like 200 miles of the Dome of St. Peter's. And yet lightning struck twice. I believe it was a divine announcement. If it was a divine announcement, and lightning first struck to warn us of the election of the apostate Bergoglio, Jorge Bergoglio, who pranced around as Pope Francis. And now in crystal clear form, we see that lightning has struck for the second time in the election of the apostate Robert Prevost, who over the last, 4 months has pranced around as Pope Leo XIV. Pranced around hardly does justice to his continuation of Bergoglio's homo mafia agenda and the LGBTQ parade of abomination that Prevost allowed to prance into St. Peter's. Here is Robert Prevost pretending to be Pope of the Catholic Church. Being a synodal church means recognizing that truth is not possessed, but sought together, allowing ourselves to be guided by a restless heart. In love with love. What does that even mean? What is love? Heresy. Pope Pius X expressed the dogma as follows: the Catholic Church alone, being the bride of Christ and having all things in common with her divine spouse, is the depository of truth. Then what Robert Prevost said is absolute public apostasy, and 4 doctors of the church say he has been excommunicated and that he has relinquished and forfeited any claim to be Pope of the Catholic Church, period. I mean, I'm not kidding when I say Robert Prevost is an absolute apostate who has repeatedly and very publicly renounced the Catholic faith. Robert Prevost he doesn't pray the rosary. You can't pray the rosary. Honestly pray the rosary. Honestly believe in the mysteries that it sets forth in Jesus Christ, Lord, King of the universe. You can't possibly pray that holy rosary and spout off the utter and complete nonsense that he and Bergoglio have been spouting off for the last 15 years. You can't tell me he prays the rosary or believes it when he does. Because there's only one Jesus, one King of the universe, one true vine. To him to propose anything contrary to that is utter apostasy. You can't tell me he believes, if he even prays it, that he believes the rosary and the mysteries contained therein. The Lord is mysteries. Yeah, Jesus, King of the universe, rose from the dead. He ascended into heaven. He sent the Holy Spirit, one Holy Spirit, the Holy Spirit of one truth and only one truth. He can't pray the rosary and believe it when he does, if he does, and spout off the apostasy. It's impossible. It's like Jesus said, house divided will fall. He's going to fall because he can't keep up that facade unless he's just that diabolical. And I would say he is. Just like Bergoglio.
the flame of devotion. I recall the Pope Francis, who accompanies